So you were explaining that there is a way to recognize the cost of the material once you've received it and before the AP invoice goes in.
Yeah, usually people at month end, they'll run a report of received, not invoiced. And that amount is the amount they received but not invoiced.
But what about
they
for
book
the weekly quick turn, the service department? They're wanting to do this like on a day after day basis.
Are they talking bill or do general ledger entries to get some sort of month-end accrual? And what are we talking about
They're
here?
talking about wanting to
We're talking about that.
cost, because they're billing weekly, and they're trying to see the cost on their work orders, correct?
But I can bill on a committed cost. Remember when I looked at that report a second ago? I could have billed that 2310. Okay, so do me a favor.
So,
Let's post this and let's go.
so I
look for
really
a
don't
second.
need to be concerned that it's hitting the GL period until month end, and then I can run some accrual reports to pull in committed.
I would say so. Yeah, because throughout the whole month stuff, especially in service, I mean, it's such a fast turnover in all of your work orders because, you know, unlike job costs, where you're normally doing kind of monthly progress billings, you guys are billing as soon as that work's completed and you've got all the, you know, what you need for materials and labor in, man, you want to turn that money around much quicker, which in Vista you can, and I'll show you how to do
As long
that.
as you guys have the cost.
So
As long as we have the cost, so that's what we're doing right now, so as long as we have the cost, so.
Committed costs.
You don't care about receiving anything, you still can bill. You're still billing.
So process the
I
batch.
guess so the disconnect in my brain is how are they getting the cost in the system when right now they're kind of manually inputting the cost through an order acknowledgement, or the guy sends me a picture of the order acknowledgement from the field. I mean, where's the magic here? I mean, how do we get the pricing into our Vista brain?
It's on the PO, right? No.
Work order.
You don't have the real cost in the PO.
Work completed.
Not the purchase, because you put it in.
Currently, we're entering the real cost of
Scroll
in the
to the
field.
right.
When you just told me you
Okay,
don't know what the-
I just got purchase order line item 1 and work completed is like my JC cost detail. Scroll to the right. I've got 10 at 231. They're billable at the each. And now, scroll to the right. So this is my billable amounts. So this, where's my T&M template? Time and materials.
Yeah, because it should be marking it up.
Preferred, click in here, hit F5. Materials, hit advanced rates.
Should be marking at 250% up.
No, you know what, yeah, because
What do you mark up between 0 and 100?
250%. But is this because I haven't
That's
fixed
0
the
to
total
100 is
cost?
what that point is.
Oh, so up to 100.
Up to $100, you're doing 250%. So it should be doing 23 times 2.5 is what the sell price should be.
But is it because I don't have the total cost thing fixed yet?
Oh, cancel that here. So that was going to be on, where was that little stinker?
Right here.
Up there, what's the total cost? Yeah, that was on unit cost, so that was our first conversation today.
Right, I have to go back and fix it
Let's
all.
cancel out of there. So now,
Is there a
let's,
refresh?
I'll hit the double arrow up top. And scroll over there. And if we pull back in there, do me a favor, double click. Now, I've already received, double click on this thing for just a second.
And which things are?
I just on the purchase order. Just opens up that original PO that we did. So I'm receiving on that, I've already received on it.
I too.
So let's go ahead, let's order 20 of these things now. So turns out we needed 20 of those. Hit save.
You have to go receive it again?
Well, now it knows we've only received 10 of the 20 because we just bumped up our purchase order and it knows that the PO's got 20 and we've only half received them right now. And so now, come back to the work completed. And now let's scroll over, see if I trick the system into knowing what's, oops.
Sorry.
4620 now.
And only because I added it to 20 and I bumped up.
It's not taking the markup.
Well, that's because it came over before the thing. You gotta get them tables in place, right? It did what it thought it was gonna do. And then we changed the rules after
But
the
still,
thing went
less
down.
than $100, it still said it was, even on a unit, even if by unit versus total, there's still a markup on the unit, so you still should be marking up the unit 231 by 2.5%, so it still should have some different number there.
Hit that rate temp one more time. Hit F5.
That's not from 100 to 250, is it? Do we have to put a 0 there for a break value? You know what I mean?
So hit the,
So it's not marking up anything because it hasn't gotten to
I don't
100 yet?
know, is that
Well,
the
let's go make
range?
the price of the filter be really big for a second.
so no, let's go here for a sec. Cancel out there. So percent, let's put 250 right here. Oop. Hit save. So 250 up until the advanced rates based upon total cost, cancel out of here. Go to the grid. Hit down to the work order below it, just, click there. Now let's click back to it, see if I can't look at that. Hit the work completed tab again. Scroll over here to the right. Okay, I got 20.
Sorry, I slipped down like that.
And
Nope.
Global stuck at 4620. Let's do a new purchase order here real quick. Let's just bang out a new one real quick. Enter, put in AAF for your vendor. Come back down here and
Yep, Don, when we were setting up the rate templates,
one.
when we looked up the help deal, they said that if you put a percentage in that,
It goes from 0 to that.
the advance
Yeah.
didn't work anymore, so it would, everything would be 250.
Really?
Yeah, so if you had a lump where all materials were a markup, you enter it right there and it will do it. But if we have a
Overrides the
scale
other ones.
of ranges, then you don't have anything there, and it
Click
goes to
in
the
here for a
advance, 0 to
second.
100, it is 250, 100 to 250,
Get
it does
that
this.
pause there for a second.
So,
Yeah, let's put 0. That should work that way, I agree. Hit save. Cancel. Pop down here, purchase order, it's way over there. So let's get another 10 of those, since we're just beating that up. It's got so many folders, I don't know what to do with it. So let's hit save. Oh, let's receive that. So now it keeps thinking we are still receiving on those things. Cancel out here. Okay, so now I've got, so I haven't received any. Notice I've received 10 on this. You see this? So let's pull this over. Scroll to my right. So my second purchase orders, keep scrolling.
Is it 2310 bill?
It's 23.
I keep falling off the bottom there. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's not doing it.
So there's my material. There's the 23, nothing received.
So Don, let's try changing it to something that costs a lot more and see if that picks it up from the other one.
but hold on, I'm just wondering if this site is attached to price book.
Preferred right there.
This is the billing template right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why this
Just had to
customer's
look
on
at
that, but.
Hit F5 one more time. So everything's going on in this little template. So like the nice, easiest way is just F5, takes you right to the setup of that thing. So it's a material type, basis, click your little down arrow on the basis. So That's perfect, that's materials.
Hold on, can you hit the basis again?
Yeah. This is for like inventory, if we'd have been pulling this out of inventory.
Well, if you're doing
Purchase
average
order,
or
then
I was
it's,
thinking if there was a, committed there, like maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't doing committed.
yeah, that's not what I'm thinking. So then, that's total rate by total cost, which is correct. So cancel out of there. Let's do one real quick one. And so grab that same vendor, AAF. And let's do an end sequence. Oop, down here in the item, sorry. Yeah,
I think
and
get rid of the end, I think. Oh, no.
scope sequence 1. Cost type 2 for materials. F4. So now this is where you ask, can I override that? So we could make that a super expensive, so I can get one unit at $250 or whatever you want to do it, and it will then enter,
Let's make it bigger than that, because then I want to make sure it's getting done.
there's the 500.
She
You
should,
could
she should
save,
know you know.
but then we can also receive to make
What's
sure
the
we got.
description up above though? What's that description?
Oh, yeah, that's just the purchase order description. Yeah. Now cancel out of here. So it created a new work completed line. So click on that. So click on line 3, which if we scroll to the right, we'll make sure we know which line. Let's switch. There's 500 cost. Keep going to the total.
There it is.
So there's the, what was 500? 500 is 5, hit up 5. So advanced
1.75 on 500 is
175%.
come up here. Excuse me, 500, right?
Yep.
Times 1.7. And then I have a pop-up.
So here's
John, look at.
what we,
It says 375.
yeah, so that was 1,375, which is what the billable amount was, right?
Right, well, that doesn't make sense. How many did you buy in there, 10?
No, about one thing at 500.
Yeah, so it should have taken 500 times
Or
1.75.
is it here?
Which equals what?
John, what 500 times 1.75 equal?
500 times what? 1.65 is, let's see. There 500 times 1.75.
That's
750.
So it added 750 to 500.
No, I didn't.
Nope, it didn't.
What did it add? Did it do 160? 1.6?
No.
It added 875 to 500.
That's what I got.
For what?
1.75.
On 500?
Which is the market. So
500 times 1.75.
875
plus
plus 500.
500, it's 1375.
Where are you getting 875 though?
500 times 1.75.
It's, yeah, 875, so.
So it
plus
should
500.
be, the sale price should be 875, not 875 plus 500.
The cost is 500. If you have multiplied or 1.75, the sell price, billable price should be 875.
But you're adding cost plus your markup.
Right, that's not what we want. So
Then
I've
we need to
got
change
the
it.
table,
No, we need to
I set the
Then
table
we need to
wrong.
change the setting, yeah.
I've
Oh,
set,
that's what we got set
hold
up.
on.
yeah,
Cost plus markup.
it's doing 875 plus the 500.
That's not markup.
Well, it's what it's doing right now, so
I
we
mean,
have
that's
to change
certainly
it.
not markup.
So that's some mistake I've made in how to structure this.
So hold on, go back to the rate templates. It says right there, markup.
Based on the actual cost.
Based on the
Yeah,
cost.
but markup of 500 is 875, not on top of cost. I mean, you're 3 times, you're over 3 times with at 13.
So we need to change the settings.
Yeah, the
Something's
settings
not right. That's,
100% markup would be $1,000.
So you need to do 0.75.
175% markup is $875.
Is what the markup
So
is.
this is where it's wrong.
Well, yeah, I think it would be 75%.
75%.
Yeah. So 75. Without the dot in front of it.
You know what?
Sorry.
Had enough.
Oh, Will, you're treading on thin ice.
I know.
So do me a favor, put,
Just trying to help.
That's okay. I'm still feeling the daggers from John, so.
So I'll never be that way.
I'm marking up
Take the ones off
50%, I'm marking it.
Except for that one, now it's gonna be, what, 150?
$50.
Mm-hmm.
And then your sale price is original cost plus 50 would equal that.
So if I do 500,
So,
we'll do it right now. So 500
Show me with the math.
times
Show me with the math.
0.75
I'll put in whatever you want me
equals
to.
375.
What do you want me to put in this spot right here?
150. 90 on that one. And then 60, 50, 35. 20.
so
Will, you're welcome in accounting anytime.
Hold on.
I was gonna say.
That percent ends up being gross margin?
We might need some
Engineering,
backup.
math.
Yeah, it's all.
That's end up being gross margin, right?
Let's test.
So let's go to the grid. See, the problem is, once you've already chunked these things, so you're go back over, go to the next work order line.
Excuse me. Go back to the grid.
Yeah, just get off that work order, now click back onto that work order and go to work completed. I don't think it's gonna regurgitate that. Scroll to the
'Cause I-
right.
Gone too far.
Yeah, it already,
It's already not happy with me.
Keep going. It processed that already.
Yeah.
Based upon all that stuff.
You should just blow it up.
Just do another PO and we can test it.
Yeah. So let's do another one real quick, because like I said, we got this.
Yeah, you're good at these.
It's create PO,
43% markup is.
I'm sorry, where?
43% gross margin.
the bottom, create PO.
Thank you. You'd think I'd get better at this, but so far not so
And
much.
AAF. And then we can do another one, okay, and then down at the bottom, so we can do shift locations and work on that a little bit later. N is your first sequence for this. Sequence 1, cost type 2, and we can grab, yep. So now I need an each.
You do 500 again, just do the same thing we just did, so we can just make sure. It
Right.
should equal 875 for what number you guys want.
Right. Is that, oh, receiving,
Sure. And save. And cancel out here. So now we'll add another line to the, there's your 875, sitting right there. So my question is, what's going on with the
with the
first one where we're marking up?
Is,
It's like you're not in the range or something.
is it, I wonder if you have to do a break point,
Yeah, click into there one more time.
Zero.
right,
Hit F5, it's between 0 and that. Go to, yep, advanced. So at the bottom, put in 0. So go from 0.01 to 99,
like that?
no, enter.
1, yeah,
And then that percent is 150.
50.
And then at 101, so when do you want that to hit the next 90%?
At 101.
At $100 even? If it was $100 even, would it be 100%? Or
You know, at
I think you're
101.
good just leaving that there and seeing if it works with the $23. Because you're 1 to 100 now.
I understand what you're saying, Don,
Okay.
and I think we're fine like this.
Okay, so cancel out here,
Oops, I would, except for,
Okay.
I missed.
and cancel out here. So let's do a quick little new one, just since we're on roll here. And we can test a new one, how it pops in there. AAF. And she says, now I can go down to my new item. And then I can create anything for scope sequence 1. And you can have. Now let's grab each.
Want me to go get a real thing?
Yeah, let's grab the real thing. Let's grab that little SM filter, because I know it's going to work properly. So now all I need is anything greater than $1. Now if you do 10 of them or 1 of them or whatever. Okay. So now hit save. Cancel out of here.
Press your fingers.
And it's going to add a new line item there. So there's the 577, and now it's marked up. So those tables that we need to say between 0, a penny, and this much, this is what we want. And then between this and this, so you gotta kind of go, where's my little
There's no
starting
range.
point? There's no range below that.
0.
And 0 was the default below that, so it was doing 0% billable markup.
So can we go back to that rate template and breakpoints and do a help on that, just to see if it has a help file that tells you that
Yeah,
range?
go to preferred. F5, please. So yeah, it needs to start at 0, so advanced. So go to that very top one and do a little F1 on that. So this is the first little breakpoint. Click on that little blue help. It'll launch into the next thing. Just scroll down a little bit. Okay. So we need to, from basically what you're saying, from a penny up into 100, you want to do 150?
250.
Yeah, but it starts at $1.
It
We're
has to
letting
be
it
in
penny.
between the numbers.
Oh,
It doesn't ever have to, it doesn't start with nothing.
$1.
Right, it has to start with $1.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll just fix our templates to kind of, so we got to go back in anyway and bump them down a notch because of the interpretation of that markup. Remember, we were
yeah,
doing 100% above what.
yeah,
it should
I have
been.
to change that number and the total cost.
And then
and
you just
that.
then start that little 1 to start that, and then we'll behave like.
Yeah.
I'm confused just on the math on that though. So if I want to do it 250% on $100 or less,
Well, think about it. So 100% would be the cost. So the markup of that, you're actually doing an actual markup percentage because it's already taking the cost into account. And then adding whatever percentage that you're applying to it. It's a multiplier. Does that make sense to you?
a
No?
multiplier is 2.5 times. If you put 250 in there, that's 2.5 times.
So did that,
And that's
when
what
we
we
changed
changed
that
It's
in
the
this
cost
spot,
plus
oops,
the
I'm
cost.
sorry.
It's cost plus.
Not plus, no, a markup is
There's
cost.
too many things open.
Do the calculator, 100
I
times
know.
2.5.
It's treating it
Close
though
with it.
as cost plus the markup. So when you're doing 175, it's taking the cost.
So I gotta do a bunch of math to figure out where I really want to do to go back into that?
No.
That seems,
No, you just say
Yeah.
75%. Instead of 175%. Instead of 190, you put 90. Instead of 250, you put 150. Just take off 100%.
And I have to put the $1 in there to start.
Yeah, you need a starting point. Yep.
Can I put this screen into my homework? Take a
No, you have-
picture
you
of
have
it or
to-
something?
You could, but you just drag the whole rate template in there because you can't drag the button, you know? You have to drag the whole program.
Okay. So is it okay if I close out of it?
Sure. Yep, and then you can just drag and drop.
every contract that has a markup on it is That seems weird to me.
Yeah, so SM programs, and just grab that SM rate
We just
template
tested it.
and drag and
So at
drop
500,
that thing right
You wanted
there.
875.
So now, when you go in, you go to that rate template, you're like, oh, that material one's messed up.
And then, but
Not
in my
1375.
grid, I have to change all of these to total cost.
Yeah, just to be
Just take a
fair,
second.
click in
No
there.
problem in my
Yeah.
head. So work with me here.
You're working a different problem?
Yeah.
Down there.
I'm working on your line item receiving issue. She's perplexed and now she's.
I'm working on it. Takes me a while.
Yeah, there you go.
And now, if we go back to the info tab for each of those, so you gotta remember to hit, well, except for these ones that do have a.
Right, that one I don't have
Any of
to.
the 0 ones, so if you click into there, and you find your 0 one, anything that's 0, we gotta go to advanced,
times 1.07 is how they.
and we gotta start at a dollar.
So I
And
want
then
33%
go
gross
to
margin
$150.
on $100, I have to have 1.5.
And then
Multiply
sort by breakpoint value. Now you can go 150 down there,
Well, yeah.
Right, but that column's formatted as a
90.
percent, not a multiplier.
75,
I
60,
This percent, which is, I know,
50,
it's
43, 35, and 28.
Plus, I've never
No,
had to think
1.75.
about
And cancel out of there.
75%.
Now you'll have to scroll to your next.
Say that again.
So you have to click
So
up
like on that,
where it says
your
template.
markup 75% of material cost?
Yeah, perfect. So where's your next 01?
And then we can just hit the GL.
This
And
is.
then we're reversing it. Yeah, and when all the crap comes through.
But
It's, yeah.
weird math.
She's like, let me get my $1 in there.
You're gonna like me again.
150. Sort of, I don't care what's order easy. I'm just looking at what best overall cost, not the least amount of cost.
Well, I'm looking for easy.
Yeah, sometimes you can just go down arrow, down
But
arrow.
Yeah.
It's kind of easy. Sometimes there's some hotkeys I don't like that.
So, I need to see
Yeah,
my
I
answer.
know
One
where
question.
it's at.
Yeah, there's,
Well,
yeah,
new sheriff's in town.
We shared what?
A new sheriff's in town.
Make sure all of the zeros
I never knew it was.
are pointed in the right direction. Home control. We're gonna have to go
As much as
put it in
it
slide
sorry, hang on, but
and go to
It's all about material.
150.
So that's why I'm trying to solve your
And then we'll
problem.
sort by that.
But they actually lost a bunch of people out of the building because they weren't getting on that.
90.
I
And yet you're,
That is bad.
you know how uncompliant they are if they're not.
Handy 20. Nice.
Mhm.
You put to knock out our last one, I think we had like 4-0. King Sim, is that one?
I think this one we just.
So here's
That one, no, we already did.
You can be non-compliant. As long as
That's
it's
40.
December 31st.
You're
You're
on.
compliant. Because they don't check
And they
that
may have
period,
Standard.
you know, to see if you've got stuff in the wrong period.
Oh,
They
that
care if
one's
it's
good.
correct for the year. So he may have gone through and just looked at rolls and
No, there
receipts
was-
Let's
manually.
go the other way.
Yeah, but there was other.
So,
you know,
another way you can do it if you
Yeah.
want to, here's a nice trick. Go to the grid, put in your filter bar,
Because of how they chose to account for it.
and then put 0 in your filter bar up top. Now you found all your 01s. Now you can click into that one, go to your info tab. Now you know which ones. You're just looking at your advanced material rate. That one's good. Now when you scroll to the right,
Because
you'll
it's
have
just those four?
4, because your
Okay.
filter bar, it only scrolls you in your filter bar.
Okay.
So now as you scroll, it's taking your filter bar in the context. And your last one,
Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't a matter of me being
sweet. I notice you can't go any further in that direction.
Right.
You come back to the grid,
holding.
and then you're like, oh yeah, right click, clear all filters. And now you've got your filter bar. So now we're good to go.
Probably the fact.
You're updated?
I did.
All of them?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't quite know.
You updated the ones that don't have a zero is all you did.
And then we fixed the thing so it says total cost now. And
But
I
is
think,
the ones that are 5%, 40% markup work right?
Yeah, they don't have any criteria, they'll just work, what's these ones get.
right,
Okay.
Cool. So, let's close up there.
Okay.
Okay, so
Let's go into service
Yeah,
crew.
we would have made some more money that month though, I'll tell you that much.
Windows that fill
Yeah.
up with.
And like I said, we don't have a whole bunch of test work orders. We got this thing just to monkey around,
Right.
do as much testing as
And
we
the windows
want.
that fill up
Then we
with
create a
our
nice
box,
clean
you know,
one,
they
do
just-
that.
Hold on, did you open that work order? Those all look like they didn't change based the price.
Yeah, it doesn't refresh them.
Can't go
It
backwards.
They make
holds
them-
the
they
information
make
from when the
they
point
make
that
them
it
so they
holds.
fill up.
And if you don't have your price books right, then you gotta go in and manually plug those things. So,
Yeah.
every time we created a new one going forward, it worked, but it didn't retroactively
So
go
right
out.
here, could she delete 4 POs off this thing or?
She could, or she could just go in and change the billable rates and amounts over there, if she would.
But you have to do math with the calculator.
She'd have to figure out what that was.
Oh, she's smart.
So
Yeah.
what's the biggest?
Okay,
Because it would help.
Yeah.
Big
Well, it's so hard to see over here.
so let us,
She's gone.